Hi everybody, welcome back to Lyman Memorial High School for second half coverage of Plainfield Girls Soccer right here on the Panther Podcast Instagram channel. Hi everybody, I'm Jay Vines. I'll have the call tonight, and we thank you for joining us here as Lyman is going to get the ball to start here. Now trying to push it down. Now back over to Giacomo. Giacomo trying to feed it down. Plainfield trying to score on the far end of the field as Techo steps up. And Techo now pushes it over to Price. Price now pushes it back over to Pinkaskis. Pinkaskis trying to run down the line. Now back over to Pinkaskis. Pinkaskis got room to run. Pinkaskis stumbling, falling, and loses it. Now trying to push it over to Cook. Now it's going to be over to Komorowski of Lyman, as she's now going to try and come running down here as Price now intercepts it and picks it back up. Now up to Price as she loses it. As the Giacomo now recovers it and kicks it right out of bounds. As Lyman as St. Jean trying to feed it up, but loses it as Rain Bounty kicks it out of bounds as a sub comes in as Begadajani comes off. Here is Price now going to try and throw it in down there on the far side of the field. Thanks for watching. 2-0 Plainfield leads, both goals by Steph St. Jean. Now back over as Belial tries to take a rip in. Goes to the far right side as Tartiglia. Now going to pick it up and now going to have a goal kick here. Sun shining, a nice little warm day. Maybe need a vest on or a little pullover, but nothing much. It's just a beautiful day for high school sports. As Price intercepts it and now going to try and push it right back down to where the ball came from. As Price now going to try to work. Now working Cook all around. Now feeds it over to Belial. Belial loses the one touch now into the hands of Angelina. Giovanni letting it rip off of Ray and Bobby down on the far side. Now on the far side. Working it down. And now Cook's going to come right by you here. Price now going to take a couple steps back here and goes right into the hands of Tatro. And Tatro falls right back as Brockett's now going to try and run it. Now trying to try and win it as she loses it to number 10 of Lyman. And now possessing is Belial. Belial now going to try and make a run. Belial losing it to Brawl. Curve right by as Price steps up. Now kicks it right down to Pinkaskis, right down the line here. As Pinkaskis tries to feed it in. Bobby sends it across. Now trying to put it down to Komorowski as Komorowski tosses it and loses it into the hands of Techo. Techo does a nice little fancy footwork as Komorowski now tries to come in front of her. And now back over to Pinkaskis. Pinkaskis now steps away from it as Price will be there. As Komorowski tries to step in front. Pinkaskis there. As Price tries to push it down and ultimately ends in the hands of Maddie Archer as Archer pushes it back over to Crawford. Crawford now going to send it down. Defense Division 4 first team last year. Maddie Crawford. Now Crawford kicking it away again. Sending it out of bounds. He's not going to come up on the far side of the field to take the throw in. Thank you for joining us. Plainfield leads 2-0 here in the second half of play as high school sports return today in the state of Connecticut. As the Giacomo pushes it over to Price. Price now got room to run. Price trying to send it. Tartiglia blocks it. And she's going to come out to punt it. Now going down, heading it. Down over to St. Jean. St. Jean from the corner trying to center it. Almost coming in front, but not there as Steph was looking for a hat trick. Steph St. Jean had two amazing goals. One, she was on a run, defender and goalie got by him and was able to put it in. And once she won it and turned on it and was able to get it into the back of the net here around the 10-yard box. Now losing it. Now going to try and go to the far side of the field. Now back to that. Now it's going to roll past Irons as Irons has got time. Irons back over to Maddie as Maddie kicks it up. And that's one thing Coach Zielinski preached at halftime. He said, we gotta remember, Maddie might be our goalie, but she's also our sweeper as Maddie takes one right to the chest there and kicks it right across, trying to do a nice little chip shot. Ooh. Well, ultimately outruns, but that's what Coach was talking about. He's like, we got to remember that Maddie Pearson might be our goalie, but she's also our sweeper too on defense because she's got really good foot skills and has a really strong presence. So he said there was a couple balls that we didn't need to kick out of bounds that Plainfield's defense ultimately did. There is Price now going to try and center it up to Giovanni, and now that's going to be number 3, Magda Carpenter, trying to come on the offensive here. Now looking onto the far side as Zion's now going to get met up there with Dunnick. Now back is Cook. Now trying to put it over to Dunnick. No good, and cleared away by Hannah Irons. Now, off of the foot, Pinkowski says, we'll have Dunnick come right. We'll have Judd come right down by her. Whew, right over my head. Whew. Step out of our way here. Judd looking. Now back over to Komaraski. Komaraski back over to Judd. Judd's now going to try and center it and finds Giovanni. Now over to Crawford. Brockett stepping in. Now kicking it away is Bobby. As Angelina Giovanni heads it. Now Leah Komaraski. As Judd tries and it finds itself out of bounds here. As Tacho will take the goal kick here. And now kicking it down field is Pinkowskis. Pinkowskis losing. Now Komrowski trying to go. Pinkowskis over. Tries to center it. Goal, Lyman.
Where are we? That's the same girl I told you had to watch.
That's going to be number 3, Magda Carpenter, with the goal there. For Lyman, it's a 2-1 ball game. Here in the second half. As Belial possesses here, and now back over to Giovanni. Giovanni's not going to try and make a run, and Plainfield's got to try and increase that lead because Belial not going to make a run. Belial with a big shot, trying to Tartiglia, and goal! What a goal! Oh my! Putting it right over the head of Tartiglia. Oh my! Don't even worry about that other goal Lyman just scored. Plainfield's now just brought back Lyman's deficit of 2 right back as it's 3-1. What a goal by Belial here, knocking it in. Whew. Right over the head of Tartiglia. Oh mama. That's going to be one to remember. As Lyman's now going to possess here. Now going to try and feed it down as Iron's not going to step over. And now feed it down over to Giacomo. As Giacomo now loses it. And now back over to Leah Komorowski. Leah Komorowski on the top of the semicircle. Now back trying to chip it in. As Pinkowskis tries to come in and save it, but now going to be a corner kick here.
In the middle, 5 was 1 and 3. I don't know.
Going to be a corner kick here for Lyman. 5:03 is your actual time. Carly Belial with what a goal it was down there, putting it right over the head of Tartaglia. Whew. As number 18, Maddie Crawford, comes in to take the corner. We'll take a couple steps back for you. Get a good view. Here's we got Leah Komrowski moving all around. Now Lyman trying to push it in. Finds Penkaskis. Penkaskis just sends it right back out. As number 18, Maddie Crawford, now take a throw in. A captain on the team. Finding Leah Komrowski. Now back over to Crawford. Crawford now trying to move something. Crawford trying to center it up. Now going to try and center it over to number 3, Magda Carpenter. Is Price working on her? Whew.
No worries.
As referee calls the penalty against Price here. And we'll have it right around the corner of the 18-yard box
Tell her where to go.
here. That's going to be Crawford, going to take it right in front of you here. Got a beautiful sideline angle for you. As Crawford now going to try and move it. Now going to find a couple defenders here. As Pearson comes diving and jumps on it. And now picks it up here. She'll punt it away here. What a beautiful punt there. Whew. Not like my punt in the fall sports commercial. I've been told that it was not that. It just wasn't textbook as it rolls out of bounds there. And now throwing it in will be number 10, Hannah Irons there on the far side of the field. Belial not going to make a run again. Belial now coming down. Belial losing it, and Rain Bobby of Lyman now going to kick it away there as Sophia Rodriguez is about to check in. There as Irons throws it in again. Big throw. Trying to feed it down over to St. Jane, who's got 2 of Plainfield, 3 goals. Now back into the hands of Belial. Belial now feeding it over to Price. Price. Penkaskis. Offer. In. Bracket. Losing it. Kicked away. Oh my goodness. So close as Dajane and Sophia Rodriguez will now come back in for Plainfield. I will now have a corner kick for Penkaskis here on that far side of the field. We'll take a couple steps out here so that you can get a nice view of it. As to Giacomo and Price will now come out with the subs. Here we go. Penkaskis. Sending it across. Penkaskis right in front. In! Oh, back to net. Thank you. Thank you. I got confused. Depth perception. Back to net, hooked a little too far back. As Taglet sends it away. As St. Jean's trying to make a run. St. Jean now fighting with Anderson. Anderson ultimately sending it away. It's going to stay Plainfield's way there. Tartaglia, the goalie, tried to take a couple steps out, but then looking for the pass, but Anderson just ultimately sent it away. But it's going to be a corner kick again here. We're going to have to... I'm trying to get you a good view without obstructing anybody. All right, there we go. You can probably... We'll see Alyssa all the way down there. Penkaskis of Plainfield. Last year's leading goal scorer. As she sends it across and back away again. Wind's definitely pushing it here. It's like my golf shot. It's gotta add in the wind here. Wind's a little whipping back here as Tartaglia comes out for the goal kick. Tartaglia boots one away here, getting around a half of. And now Belial picking it up. Belial trying to feed it down over to St. Jean. St. Jean, no. Losing it. St. Jean trying to win it back. What a comeback. as Irons now sending it up. Now trying to feed it down. Giovanni now feeding it down, and now Plainfield's going to let that ball roll right out of bounds, and Pearson will now take a goal kick. 3-1 Plainfield leads here. 2 goals. 2 goals by Steph St. Jean and a goal by Carly Belisle. As Techo takes it and sends it up to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez fighting it for it. Trying to do any spin move she's got. Now going to try and feed it up to Rain Bobby as Brockett tries to step up, and big boot there, right back to Maddie. As she'll take it, and now she'll have a nice little boot here.
Up. Go ahead.
Plainfield now going to step in. Pinkauskas going to win it. Pinkauskas now going to try and run on the far side. Pinkauskas going to make a move. Pinkauskas really coming down on the side, and now going to try and push it over to the far side of the field. St. Jean, who's got 2, trying for another one. Tortiglia diving and takes it. Coach Zielinski saying, good shot right there, and that's what he preached in the halftime. Plainfield's got to be a little more aggressive, take a couple more shots. He said we had a couple openings. We need to maybe barrage her. We need to get as many shots on goal as we can here. As Pinkauskas now going to run down the line here. Pinkauskas going to let it roll out of bounds as it's going to be a Plainfield throw in here. We'll try and get you a better view here for you. Right there. It's going to be the best. It's going to be a Lyman throw-in, excuse me, and that'll be Kate Anderson taking it. Now go over to Komaransky, and now we'll come back over to regular position. As Belisle trying to make a run. Belisle. Anderson kicking it away. Comes right by over to the officials' table. Putting it right back over to Price. Price. Pinkauskas here. Now we're going to have another throw in here. We'll try and position you better again. Thank you for watching on the Panther Podcast channel. 3-1 Plainfield leads here in the second half covered. As Brockett's trying to center it. Brockett finds behind the goal. Here, sun's now going to look like it's going to dip into the clouds, and it's going to get a little cold here. You're already starting to feel it. As Pinkauskas now going to have another corner kick, and like Coach said, you gotta try and angle it. Here as Pinkauskas. Conger. Pinkauskas. Conger's checked in now. Now going to roll out of bounds. And now Ashley Conger, the freshman, is now going to come into the game here as Price comes down. She'll come in. As Conger will come in here on defense. Pinkauskas trying to put it down. And another corner kick here for Pinkauskas, and man, oh man. Irons now being told to get up into the mix here. Trying to put another body in there. Everybody's up. Coach Zielinski wants a goal here. As she puts it, nails it right into it, but falls into the hands of a Lyman defender. We'll have a free kick here. Excuse me, well, yeah. We'll have a penalty kick here. Excuse me, and we're going to have Carly Belisle. I'm going to try and get you the greatest view I can for you. Here's, we'll have a penalty shot. Kick, go, Carly Belisle What a penalty kick goal right there, making it a 4-1 Plainfield lead there. 2 goals from St. Jean, and now 2 goals from Belisle. A nice little penalty kick there for Belisle. They're starting their seasons off right here with 2 goals apiece. We're now in hat trick. We're now in hat trick caution. Could either of them, next couple of minutes here, is ultimately get that 3rd goal for the hat trick to open up their season? And what a way it would be if they could open it up like that. Pushing it down the field. Irons now going to take a throw in down on the far side. Irons throwing it in. Now back over. Ultimately, that's going to end out of bounds. Coming into the game will be Kendall Burrell. And now coming in for Lyman is going to be number 4, Kelsey Dunnick. 4-1 Plainfield leads here in the second half coverage. As Dunnick will now take the throw in. Dunnick trying to push it down. Irons pushing it away. Now now into the hands of Crawford. Crawford now losing it to St. Jean. St. Jean trying to make a move with it. It's going to roll out of bounds. It's going to be Dunnick again for Lyman. Sun's starting to peep back out again now, and it's starting to become a little hard to see on the far side of the field. As Dunnick will take it in again. Irons stepping up, pushing it over to St. Jean. Now back over to Belisle. Belisle now going to possess it. She's got room to go. Now pushing it down over to Pekaskis. Pekaskis has got a farm field of room. But Judd comes running in and sprinting into that farm. As Ashley Conner is going to take a throw in here for Plainfield. As Brockett now winning. Penkaskis now got room, trying to center it. But Rain Bobby of Lyman is now going to kick it away here. And now back over to Tate Show. Now over to Ashley Conger. Conger's now going to try and run the line with it. He's now going to kick it away. Now into the hands of Penkaskis. Did a nice little 8-ball trick there. Kicked the ball to Penkaskis through the legs of Cook as Tartiglia now picking it up. Here is Tartiglia is now going to come out and try and send it away. Tartiglia sending it right down. Over to Penkaskis. Penkaskis now working. Penkaskis getting met by number 10, Kate Anderson. Anderson trying to fly it over and do a chip shot. It's going to come right in front of you here. And that's going to be Cook trying to make a move. Cook trying to move past. Cook right into the hands of Pearson, and that's one thing that Coach Zielinski wanted to make sure the team knew. Allow Maddie to come in. Don't take it yourself. Let her take it, and she'll absolutely boot it right there. She gets it to half field and is met with Carly Belisle. Belisle now pushes it up over to St. Jean. St. Jean back over to Dodgenek. Dodgenek now going to try and sell it down, pushing past the defender with a little step move. Now in is Giovanni. Giovanni fighting with it with Bobby of Lyman. As it rolls out of bounds here. And now comes in is DiGiacomo. Here as Conger will now come in and take the throw in. It's getting a little chilly out here with the little breeze, with the sun going away now. We'll have an injured player here for Lyman. Looks like it's quad, and when I talked to Plainfield's athletic trainer, Allie Gilbert, she said that's going to be something that you're going to see a lot this year of quads and thigh injuries because of how stagnant everybody was during the quarantine or the lockdown, and they weren't really doing anything really too physical. And she said that's going to be something that everyone's going to need to watch out as the year goes on in any sporting capacity, as the quads and thighs, because they weren't properly being moving, it's going to be tight in a little bit, and that's the beauty of stretching. You really got to stretch now with how everything happened. And now we'll have a sub as Belisle comes off, and now Price comes on for Plainfield. as the coaching staff is still tending to what looks like to be a cramp. As Plainfield's going to have a little socially distanced huddle over there with Pearson coming out. They're talking about their game plan. Plainfield leads 4-1 here. Belisle's got 2. Belisle's got 1 from a miraculous over the head, and then a penalty kick as Plainfield's now going to come and get water here. Not going to come, I like to call it the pit stop. If we're going to give a NASCAR analogy here, it's the pit stop here, as the coaching staff still tends to the cramp, it looks like. Well, thank you for joining us here on a beautiful day. We got a little wave. Oh, we got a little dancing over there. Oh gosh, got a little dancing over there. Plainfield living it up right now. As Lyman will now walk her off the field. She'll walk off on her own power, and you always love to see that. When anyone goes down, that's all you can ask for. Conker's not going to throw in here. As we've got some action on the bench back here from some different things, is Brockett sending it across. What a bomb! Gene sending it, but ultimately he's going to fly it over. As we've got some movement on the bench here. As Tortiglia is not going to take it. Take a goal kick. Thank you again for watching the Panther Podcast. Channel 4-1. Plainfield leads over Lyman on the return of high school sports. As Conker's now going to possess, now pushes it over to DiGiacomo. DiGiacomo's got room to run. DiGiacomo working past Anderson. DiGiacomo's trying to center it. In. Back. Price. Back over to St. Jean. No, but now Lyman's now going to go in the defense because Plainfield had everybody up. As defense now going to come back, and Angelina Giovanni comes right in. Oh, loses it, goes out of bounds over there, but gives Plainfield enough time to settle in here. As everyone's reaching for a jacket. As the sun's starting to go down, it's temps starting to drop here. But what a beautiful day it was. Couldn't have asked for better conditions as high school sports started back up in the state of Connecticut. Here, Giovanni's got room to run, and he's not going to be met. And Jack feeds it up to DiGiacomo. DiGiacomo got met from behind. Now Dajane losing it. That will be Anderson. Now Leah Komrowski. Now going to make a move. Now coming down off the seal right by you guys. Woo. As Techo takes it like a brick wall. DiGiacomo keeping it in. What a beautiful move there. Keeping it in. Feeding it right, nutmegging Anderson. DiGiacomo's got room. DiGiacomo centering. Now back over to Brockett. Brockett now going to off into the Steph St. Jean. Tries to control it, but ultimately, once it goes off her thigh, went rocketing over to Tortiglia, and Tortiglia comes out and scoops it up. As coming down, pushing it way down, back over to Pearson. Pearson scooping it up ultimately. And now kicking away is Pearson, and Pearson's gonna send it a mile. Whew. Anderson now possessing, now gonna try and come down the line right by you. Dajane stepping right out in front. Dajane gonna put it right down and off of DiGiacomo, but now coming into the game, back into the game, is going to be number 8, Morgan Yanish. Freshman, is it? Ashley Conker's now going to take the throw in here. As Rodriguez comes out here. Try and give you a nice little view here of Conker. Now back down, trying to feed it down over to Giacomo, by Anderson ultimately wins it. To Giacomo winning it now back after they contest it again. To Giacomo trying to feed it into Tartaglia. In Tartaglia diving on it. It was like a Tuca Rask was down and had to ultimately come back on. It was very much like a hockey save. Had to kick out a leg there. Had to show the flexibility as the ball is punted right towards number 11, Aurora Smithwick. Smithwick's trying to battle it with Dagenet, and Smithwick ultimately loses it to Dagenet. Dagenet kicks it out of bounds here as it's off of Smithwick, now into the hands of Dagenet, back over to Techo. Techo now going to send it up over to Price. Price got room to run. Price going to try and send it down to the far side of the field. To Giacomo. Got room. To Giacomo. Giacomo trying to send it in off of a Lyman defender. Couldn't tell you. There was a big bunch of bodies in there as Irons pushes it forward over to Dagenet on the far side of the field. That's one thing that playing field defenders love is whenever you got somebody on your side, don't try and feed it up that line. They're going to try and push it over to the other side if they have that ability to. It's going to be a Lyman throw-in now, and Anderson will take it. One of the new protocols is there's some places might not have them, but benches are not going to be a real thing. It's very football-like. Everybody's standing ready to go here. Lyman was placed out cones every 6 feet apart, so everyone knew where to put their bag, where they were socially distanced. But yeah, benches are going to be interesting something. And then water jugs that used to be brought are something that is the thing of a past with COVID-19. But when I talked to Coach Zielinski on the bus ride down here, he said, it doesn't matter how many protocols they put in place. We're just happy to be back here playing again. He's like, I know for myself and for the girls, it's been a long time since they've been here on the soccer field or even just been competing athletically. So he said, it's just, no matter what the outcome was, he said, it's going to be a really good day for high school sports in general. And the Giacomo feeding it down right off to the line. The Giacomo now going to run the goal line. The Giacomo trying to feed it into the little corner down there, but Tartaglia comes out sliding and is able to pick it up. As a boot there from Tartaglia, tried to find number 15, Loretta Sodarski of Lyman. That's going to be number as Conger right in front of you is going to possess and will take a couple steps back. Here is number 3, Magda Carpenter. Oh, what a win by Conger, coming right in front of you. Whew. Ashley Conger with a nice little move there and is able to win it. As Price comes in and Conger comes out here. As Price will now have a throw in here. We'll try and give you a better view here. 4-1, Plainfield leads here in the second half of girls soccer action as Bobby kicks it away for a Lyman. And a throw in there for Price. Now back to Giacomo. Giacomo trying to feed it in. Tartaglia scoops it up and now going to have a kick away. Boot here from Tartaglia. Now going to kick it away. Now runs out of bounds. Finds itself bouncing out of bounds. And Hannah Price now going to throw it in here. Throwing it down to Giacomo. Giacomo trying to feed it down. Giacomo working pass. Doing everything in her power to try and get by Judd. She's able to get Judd, but is met by Anderson. And Anderson's now going to go on a run here. As we'll have number 11, Aurora Smithwick, now going to try and make a move. Smithwick now going to try and come down. Smithwick now battling. Price is able to beat her there. And Price is able to send it up to Lindsay Price. A little backyard soccer here for you. As Lindsay just sees the field and is able to feed it up over to Dodgen. Now Dodgen needs back over to Giacomo. Giacomo now is met with Anderson again as Anderson steps forward. Anderson got the line. Going to try and run it down, but Price intercepts. Now over to Dodgen. Dodgen back over. And now Giannis tries, but knocks it loose, but then Tartaglia picks it right back up as Giannis almost had a little run with it as Tartaglia was out around the start of the 18. Tartaglia is now going to shift to the near side of the field here for the boot as wind's coming at us, so this thing could get out of bounds here, but it's going to stay right in right now as Dagene's going to do a nice little hook around a U-turn. Anderson off the shoulder of Hannah Bryce. Tucked those hands right back. She knows.
27? Hello, Mom and Dad at home. It is Alyssa Pinkowskis.
Alyssa saying hi to all of you.
Oh, and Gma.
And Gma. And Anderson working down the line. Finds its way over to Price, says, Giovanni's got room. Hello. She's going to make a run. As number 18, Maddie Crawford. Pushing it down is Lyman and Tatro. Then winning it, Dagene back. As Dunick recovers and now back over to number 3, Carpenter. Carpenter now going to try and make a run here for Lyman as she sends it, bounces it right into the hands of Maddie Pearson. Maddie Pearson kicks it away there. Whew, another boot. Jeez. I wish I could kick him that far. Brockett now back over to Dagene. Another thing I got to give credit to Maddie is Maddie Pearson, the goalie's been back out there calling everything, telling where everybody is. And now we'll have a number 17, Juliana Gallo is going to enter the game along with Alyssa Penkaskis and Carly Belisle now come into the game as Lindsay Price, Olivia Giacomo, and Rebecca Dagene come off now as, once again, Gallo sees the field for the first time today. Price losing it over to Anderson. Anderson's going to come right by a zoom. Right by. And going to come. Irons taking it right off the knee and feeds it right up to Belisle. Two of them. Belisle seeing Giannis. Giannis trying to push it back over to Belisle. Belisle got it. Casey. Oh, spin move. Gallo's got room. Lose it to Komrowski. Now going to push it down the line here. Penkaskis winning it. Penkaskis looking up, looking for somebody. Feeds it into the center, which is Belisle. She's got 2. Looking for a hat trick. Now back to Penkaskis. Penkaskis doing a little juggling. Putting on a clinic over there. Ultimately, Lyman possesses here and flies it over the head of Price, and it's going to roll right out of bounds right in front of you. It's going to be... And we'll have a new goalie. Olivia Dagene, the backup goalie, is going to see it as Pearson comes out, and we'll see how it goes. The freshman now coming in. Didn't let a goal in let one goal in last year for middle school, so as Price throws it in right in front of you. As Price throws it in again. Trying to feed it down off of Brockett's hip. Bad luck here. Oh, sun's coming back out now. As off of Hannah Price's hip now. As we'll have Cook coming in for the throw. As we'll try and give you a better angle here as she comes right across there now into the hands of number 20. And that's going to be Steph St. Jean. She's also looking for a hat trick as she has 2 of Plainfield's 4. Tartaglia coming out and now going to scoop it up there for a nice little pickup. Here, the big boot there by Tartaglia, but Giovanni takes it off the chest and possesses. Now back over to Pinkaskis. Pinkaskis not going to work. She's got a little bit of room. Now going to try and feed it over to Tartiglia, but Tartiglia is now going to come out in a slow little roller. As number 23, Gabby Graham has checked in. Is at the officials' table, and that's going to be number 15, Hannah Davis, as well, has checked in for Plainfield. Next stoppage, they'll come into the game. Irons possessing, Irons losing. Now over to Gallo. Gallo now back over. Ultimately feeding it into Caplet. Caplet for Lyman, now going to try and run. Now it's going to be Smithwick. Smithwick now going to let it go in. Nice little move there by as Cook will now come over for as Cook will come in for the throw-in. Now back over. Now over to Pinkaskis. Pinkaskis now feeding it down. Irons booting it, trying to feed it up to St. Jean. St. Jean losing it over to Anderson. Cook now going to try and make a run. Cook now going to try and do some footwork as she's going to try and get by Price. Hooking it by Irons. Ultimately finds the hand of Dajane, the freshman goalkeeper who came in from Addie Pearson. Carly Bilal working her way downtown. St. Jean with the boot! Punched away by Tartiglia. She was looking for the hat trick. As Giannis sends one over the goal. There in a rebuttal. And that will do it. Your Plainfield Panthers win 4-1. High school sports are back after 206 days, and Plainfield girls soccer opens up their season with a big W, a 4-1 win. What a game. Girls wanted to say hi. They're all over there. They're ready. They're saying hi. Oh, they love it.
You know the vibes. Love you, Mom. Love you, Mom.
And that's going to do it for the Panther Podcast. Plainfield wins 4-1. Plainfield girls soccer opens their season on the right note. A big win over Lyman. We'll see you later. I'm Jacob Irons. I'm signing off. Down those haters. Bye, guys.